Hello. Welcome to the Free Bin, the Toledo, Oregon Public Library's podcast. I'm Harrison.
I'm Denyse.
And I'm Cindy.
All three of us are here today.
Yay! It's good to be back.
Yeah, we've got
finally.
a big show planned today.
Yeah, we've got a lot of exciting things coming up at the library.
Right. So I think I will start off with the adult programming that's coming up.
Oh, wait. We need to have our beverage.
Oh, are we doing beverage before we do announcements? Let's do it. It's already
All
poured.
right. Ooh.
Yes, because we need this. Okay, we are going to have the Fit Aid Blue Raspberry drink. I've picked this because I knew there was a game involved today, and I wanted as much brain power as possible. This will provide us with electrolytes, turmeric, vitamins B, C, D3, and E, and a whole bunch of other things that are hard to pronounce.
No scurvy today.
No. So let's see.
But I'm curious. It's not blue.
No, the color is a little, I don't know. It's a little unusual.
I smell that bee.
You know what? This is weird.
That's what I smell.
My first impression is, remember when you would get vitamins and when you were little and you opened it up and that waft would come up and it smelled bad?
Yep.
I was going to say,
But that's what it smells like.
it smells
like Flintstone vitamins.
Yeah, it smells like the inside of a GNC vitamin store. Uh-oh. I remember in the mall, you could just walk in by that, you smelled the...
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Smell the vitamins.
it just came over you. Okay, we need to be brave and try it.
Here
okay,
we go.
Here we
Here
go.
we go.
It's not too bad.
That's nice, Denise.
You know what's funny? It has a little something to it. It has a little umami. It's almost like there's a little MSG in there or something. It's got a neat little savory.
Is it a little bit carbonated or something? There's something's going on in there.
I think it's carbonated, but it starts out tasting one way and then it tastes a different way.
Yeah, it
I'm
has
having trouble getting past the smell.
Well, I'm going to take another sip so I have extra brain power.
Well, I don't have to have brain power today, so I'm giving up on that. Okay, go over here.
I'm into it.
Yeah, good. Okay, because we still have a lot left.
Thank you, Denise.
Well, Harrison, you almost drink everything.
Yeah, I do.
You do. So anyway, back to our adult programming. Coming up, we have a felt flower craft program that is on March 22nd.
And they're super pretty.
They are. They're super cute and they're easy to do. And so we'd like you to sign up just so you have a place, because it is limited attendance, because our teacher is great and she's awesome. It's Elaine Sweet out of Depot Bay. But also she can't do everything. She can't be everywhere. So we want to be sure that we're not overtaxing our teacher.
And perfect timing for spring. Those get to make pretty flowers out
and
of
you
felt.
can put them on your door or on your wall or wherever you want to put them. That's
And it's
coming up
free.
March 22nd at 1:00.
Yes.
Next week on the 11th, Tuesday the 11th, we have the people from the Department of Revenue of Oregon coming to help people file taxes. It's from 10 to 5. You can make an appointment. You can walk in and use our computers to file your taxes. You can bring your own device. They tell me you can even file your taxes on your phone. So I'm not sure about that, but they will be here to help us. If you'd like to make an appointment, please call the library. Does anybody know the phone number by heart?
541
336.
3132.
Thank you.
It's ingrained in my brain.
So that's coming up, and we really encourage you to take advantage of that, because they will help you file your state, and I believe they will help you file your federal also. Anything else?
Yes, on Saturday the 15th,
Oh, yeah.
the first day that you can pick up your tiny art kit.
Art Toledo.
Oh, we're so excited.
We are excited about this. And in fact, I need to do my little tiny art. Maybe I'll get to that tomorrow. And so I can set it up and, not to show off my artwork, which is going to look like a preschooler, but just so
okay.
you can see what it looks like.
Yeah, we all know what I'm going to draw on mine. It's going to have a really cute hippo.
That's right. Anything under the theme Toledo Grows, we're really excited about this event. So you will pick up your kit, which includes a canvas, paints, and brushes. And a registration card. And this is the important part. We need your registration card. And fill that out. Bring your art back by April 15th. And then we will get it classified into your age category, put the title on it, and we will display them starting April 26th on our big garden swap day.
Yes, it's going to be fun because the library is going to turn into an art museum.
Mm-hmm. It will. It will be a nice art museum that has a People's Choice Award, and that will be fun. Garden swap's coming up too. So if you have extra garden tools or planter things or raised beds, anything related to gardening, if you have extra seedlings, bring those. Yeah, books,
shovels.
Yeah, anything. You can go ahead and bring it by the library on that day. It'll be in the backyard of the library. Hopefully good sunny weather. But there's so much else going on that day.
We have things going on for the kiddos. We're going to have art tables. We are going to have chalk decorating. Fable, our new library mascot, will be walking around.
We're going to have the Slugs, the Seaside Literacy Ukulele Group's going to come and play for a while. We're going to have snow cones.
Free snow cones.
Free snow cones.
Everything's free.
We are just, it's amazing. The community's really come out for this.
And compost.
I'm really excited. Compost, yes.
That's a big one too.
We're having compost.
We're having tours of the garden across the street from the library that a lot of people don't even know about.
That's right. Community garden over there, and 4-H is going to be a part of that.
Yep.
There's just so many people who've contributed so much to this, and we are so thankful for the community that's come out. So come and enjoy that. And yes, if you are in Newport, you can come too.
Everyone's welcome.
Everybody's welcome to come and learn a little bit. There'll be people wandering around that are pretty much experts in gardening, and they can help you out if you're just starting out.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Well, Cindy's keeping us so awesomely busy, and we just love her so much. She's so great. We have a lot of things planned for spring break for the kiddos.
Yeah.
So that's the last week of March. On Tuesday, the 25th, we have something called board games, and this is BORED. If you're bored, come on over to the library starting at 1 o'clock. And this is in line with our summer reading program. Our summer reading program theme is Level Up. And it's just a great springboard to all sorts of themes, gaming, role play games, puzzles. And we, in that vein, have purchased a lot of new puzzles, not puzzles. We have a lot of puzzles too, but a lot of games that we'll have available both for checkout or to just come and play at the library. So that day we will be having all our games ready to play, and we're going to actually talk about the games in a little bit here. And I'll be ready to take on anyone who wants to play a mean game of one of my favorites is Labyrinth, but I'll play any game that anyone wants to. Then on Wednesday, we will have a designated day for any youth that want to stop by the library and get started on their tiny art.
Yeah.
I have Janet Runger from the Crow's Nest Art Gallery Studio coming. She's a wonderful artist, and she's going to lend her expertise to us and kind of inspire you if you need help with your painting. And we'll have a space that day for kiddos to work on their art. Then on Thursday, we have something called Bristlebot Wars, and the Bristlebots are little tiny robots that you actually make out of a toothbrush head. They're super cute. And we're going to build mazes for them, and we're going to race them. And that's the only thing all week that does require registration. There's an age, you have to be 9 or older, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you'd like to participate in that, please call and register. And then on Friday, I'm going to be showing the movie The Wild Robot. So lots to keep us busy over spring break. All these events start at 1 o'clock. Please come join us.
Yeah, that sounds like so much fun.
I know. I can't wait.
That'll be fun. So we kind of wanted to talk about summer reading a little bit, but I really wanted to interview Denyse and Harrison because they have a project going on that everybody is going to be interested in knowing about. So I'm going to ask you to kind of give us a little history on why you're doing what you're doing in the teen corner and what you're doing, how it's been funded, and then what cool things are going to be there, because we really are working hard to improve our services to our young adults.
Well, this idea is kind of on the heels of, we did a total remake or kind of a refresh on our children's area. Mm-hmm. And that turned out so fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And really opened the space. It's so welcoming. And there's just been a surge of enthusiasm over in the children's section. And we want to give our teens the same love.
Yeah.
So they are getting their own designated space. And Harrison has been a huge help in really getting some exciting things going in that corner.
I try.
He's awesome.
So one thing we are putting back in what will be our teen area, but it's certainly not a teen specific feature,
right,
is an arcade cabinet. It's going to be a classic upright 2-player arcade cabinet, and it's going to be running an emulator. It'll have MAME and a selection of classic arcade games, because that's something that we don't currently have in our library is historic software
right.
preserved.
Yeah.
So we're going to get that put together. The Eagle Scouts are building the physical cabinet for us, and we've got all the guts and all the parts here. I'm going with Suzo Hap controls, that stiff bat top joystick and the concave push buttons that a lot of us screw up with in arcades.
So satisfying to push those.
I'm not sure you're going to get teens. You're going to get people your age
to fight us.
And it's going to be one thing I've been telling people is, I do think this is going to be fun for everybody of all ages. These are classic games. They're not easy, but they're accessible because they're arcade games.
Right.
But it's also a little something for our Gen Xers out there, because I feel like sometimes when it comes to library programming, we forget our Gen X audience. And that's not fair. I want them to have a place where they can humiliate their children and their parents both.
There's going to be some real excitement when we pull out that Donkey Kong. I'm telling you what.
That's right. That's right.
So the plan now is we're going to keep that a curated collection, but we've got a full set of ROMs that we're going to pick and choose from, and we'll be responsive to what our patrons are interested in.
Right.
Keep it interesting, and hopefully have some tournaments and things like that. Programming built around that software collection.
Absolutely. And we're also adding to that back corner. We're kind of reconfiguring the way it looks back there and moving some shelves. There's going to be an open space with a low table and some kind of tall cushions for seating to encourage teens, youth to come in and sit down and play a game of cards and just kind of hang out here. That's the dream. We want you. So we're trying to build in all of these features. We have some manga series coming, full sets. So we're trying to spruce up everything young adult and really welcome that group into our library.
Right. And we are moving the young adult section.
Yes.
All the books will be back there along with the games that we have in the library. Yep. But don't worry, the train history stuff will be moved to a different spot. So nobody panic over that. We're not getting rid of anything.
No way.
We're just
That's
rearranging everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Good. So how did you get it funded?
Oh my goodness. Which grant am I?
We should have brought our spreadsheet.
Yes. With this actually coming from a couple different grants that I have that are specific to youth, people who have donated and want to see that money go to improving literacy, expanding programming, really people who are just interested in getting kids, youth excited about literacy.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
We're very lucky.
It's so nice to be able to do this because of the generosity of other people.
It's
and the library
true.
Depends a lot on grants. I mean, we have a, I won't say robust budget, but we have a healthy budget, which the public then benefits from because we're able to buy new books and
expand programming.
Yes. And so we're working really hard to make sure that we're being good stewards of the money that is part of the library budget. Yep. Especially grant funds usually are specific to a certain group, and so we work hard to do that.
And some of the funds for our arcade cabinet build are coming from the remainder of our stipend from the Community Webs program through the Internet Archive.
Nice.
And those funds are earmarked toward digital preservation. Community Webs is an initiative to archive local websites.
Right.
And it comes with participating institutions get a 2-year paid subscription to archive local business websites, government websites, nonprofits, community organizations, and those are hosted in perpetuity. Oh. But the stipend can also be used for related activities. And with that comes software. And so I had the Internet Archive in mind, and they have a lot of historic software preserved that you can check out. Right. And so I was using some of their expertise too, and talked to one of their archivists there about how to move forward with this project. And we're really happy to have that.
Yeah, what a perfect fit. It just kind of all fell together.
Yeah, so I'm looking at what Denyse has in here.
Well, so I brought some things that I've been gathering to build excitement for our summer reading program with a theme of level up. In April, we are going to have a very special puppet show from Dragon Theater, a group out of Portland. And the title of this puppet show is Advanced Dungeons and Decisions. And these particular puppets, they're really expressive. And I've seen them when I've been to some conferences. And that's going to help build excitement. I've been getting some specific books that support the gaming, especially role-playing games. I have a graphic novel called Side Quest, which is a visual history of role-playing games. And for someone like me, I'm kind of new to the whole RPG, this was so helpful and really fascinating and interesting. And what I really came away with was such an appreciation of the storytelling that is really behind all these role-playing games. Right. It's such a perfect fit for a library. I have a picture book, Dungeons and Dragons, the cartoon. And what I like about this is it goes into great detail on some characters, because that's a lot of when you're playing these games is character building. And another graphic novel called The Dungeon Club, and a sweet story. I really like it. It focuses on two best friends that start a Dungeons and Dragons game. And then when more friends come in and start to play, their friendship kind of struggles. And, that is a big part of growing up, especially that kind of middle school age, friends and friendships. That's your whole life. And it does a really nice job of telling a good story.
Good.
So we'll be building, getting lots of enthusiasm for summer reading program.
Nice. We are also, I need to look at your calendar.
Yes, go for it.
I know. Oh, we got a couple things related to the upcoming summer reading. We do have our Dungeons and Dragons group that is meeting now Saturday nights. We switched it from Fridays. They meet Saturdays from 4 to 7. We hope it will grow. Our DM hopes it will grow. And but we are concerned if it grows too big, then we're going to have to split. And we're working on having a plan for that if it grows beyond what is feasible to play a role-playing game in 3 hours. But if you're interested, please call us, because if you're interested, we can start to compile names to start that second group, and that's important. The other thing is we are so excited, and this is a little ahead, but it has to do with summer reading. We are partnering with Matt's Cavalcade of Comics in Corvallis to have free comic book day. And Matt's has been very generous to order comic books for us. I think we have over 200 of 6 or 8 different titles. Not 200 each, a total of 200. Plus, he's sending extras from last year in case you missed it. We're also going to show the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie that afternoon. So that's May, first Saturday in May 5th?
May 3rd.
May 3rd?
I think.
May 3rd. Oh,
yes.
May 3rd.
May 3rd.
Is free comic book day. So put it on your calendar. You'll hear more about that too as time goes on.
Fun day. Absolutely.
Okay, so in light of the whole theme, I can see that you brought some games that are now in our library.
Well, I thought we would just talk about some of the games to get you excited to come to our board game day, and also just when they're ready to be checked out, you can take them home and play them. What would you bring us, Harrison?
I just brought a few that I'm looking forward to playing myself. The first one is Cascadia by Randy Flynn, illustrated by Beth Sobel. This one's kind of a local interest game wherein players build a Pacific Northwest environment.
Sweet.
And
fun.
so there's variable scoring. There's a family variant scoring card. So there's like a family version. There's a more advanced adult kind of version, it looks like. And the goal is to expand your habitat corridors for the various species. It
And
looks
educational.
really interesting. Yeah, and the art looks really nice.
Oh, I want to play that one.
Yeah.
That looks really fun.
Another one that I brought is Flashpoint Fire Rescue.
Oh,
And this one's cooperative.
nice.
So you play as firefighters and you...
I love the playing
Put out
pieces.
fires.
They're little
Yeah.
firefighters.
Yeah, they're little firefighter character pieces, and then there are character cards. You've got paramedic, imaging technician, driver operator, fire
looks
captain.
fun.
Yeah, it's a game of teamwork.
I love the tagline, "You must succeed. Lives are on the line."
No pressure.
No pressure to win.
And I got one more that comes highly recommended, Seven Wonders by Antoine Balza. And this is a game of building your civilization. It's known for being easy to learn, fast to play. You're looking at about 45 minutes for a game session, and a lot of it is going to be asynchronous, so you're not locked into taking turns and waiting for your turn. There's some stuff that everyone can do. And this one is colorblind friendly.
Oh, cool.
And that's sometimes hard to find in tabletop games and video games, although it's becoming more common to have accessibility features of not having things rely on color, because that's a problem when you
I
can't
didn't even know they did
colors.
that. That's so awesome.
All right. Well, those are cool. I can't wait to play them. I brought a couple of the games. I had mentioned we have Labyrinth. That's a Ravensburger game. It's a race for treasures in a moving maze. This game, you can play it over and over again because every time you play, the game board is different.
Right.
And it's fast moving. This one is very approachable for even the young ones. This is a lot of fun to play, and it doesn't take too long to finish a game, like 20 to 30 minutes. I also brought in a game that Cindy recommended I get, and I'm super excited. It's called Dragonwood, a game of dice and daring. It's a game right game. Tell me a little bit about it, Cindy.
So I think of it in some ways, if you have it says for ages 8 and up, 2 to 4 players. And which is nice if you have if you're like me, I'm a grandparent. And so it's like, oh, do you want to play a game? And I can play with 2 or 3 of my grandkids. But it's kind of a simplified version of a role-playing game like Dungeons and Dragons. So the idea of it is to capture the red dragon and the blue dragon, and then you win the game if you add up your points, but the game ends when you've caught the dragons. And there's heroes, and there's
fire ants and grumpy trolls.
There are, so you're trying to capture different cards by rolling dice, and then that gives you your strength, and there are special things that you can get to add to it. There's a sword you can get that adds to your point total.
Yes.
So each card has a total number that you have to reach, either be the same as or above to get that card. So you roll your dice, and It's just really pretty simple to explain. You can sit down, read the directions, and play it, and you'll have it figured out.
Yeah.
I'm not good at telling you how to do that.
No.
But I can show you in a heartbeat.
You explain it well enough that makes me want to play it.
It is a lot of fun, and it moves fast. And but you're still learning. For kids, if you've got kids that maybe need to practice their math skills, because you have to identify, numbers in a sequence, and you have to count your dice, and you have to add it up, and you have to add it up in your head as a strategy to know if you can even win that card. And so, you have to add on your things. It's really good for kids. I would say, they say 8 and up. I would say if you've got a 7-year-old or 6-year-old who it maybe is used to playing games like this, they would get it in just a heartbeat. Yeah.
And we have Hi-Ho Cherry-O, we have Rummy Cube, so some of the more traditional games. So please come in, and we will have these available very soon for both checkout or just to play here in the library.
That's right. So this is going to be fun. I'm excited. Are we ready to introduce the last game?
We're ready.
Yep, wait, I want another sip of this.
Yeah. You got any more of that weird juice?
Yeah, we need to boost our brain
Thank
power.
you, Denyse.
So the game I brought, I didn't know we had this. And this is a game that is not really like the ones we've been talking about. If you're my age, you remember the craze of Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, right.
Right.
Those little pie wedges.
That's
used
right.
To, oh,
So
that
this
was
is
fun.
kind of a version
Found
of
those all over the house.
right. Stepping on them like Legos.
Yes.
So this is called It Was a Dark and Stormy Night, a game of first lines for people who love to read.
Ooh.
So we're here we are going to play a short version of this game. So basically what this is it does have an actual game board to play on. We're not going to do that. It's kind of a trivia game. I love trivia games because I know a lot of weird stuff.
We're going to play the podcast version.
Yeah, the podcast version. So what I'm going to do is we are going to play 4 rounds where Denyse gets to answer questions and Harrison gets to answer questions. And I am going to give them the categories, and they get to choose their category. I will ask their question, and if they answer the question correctly, they get a tile that is shaped like a little book.
Ooh.
So they are little books. Wow, look at that. Okay, so does everybody understand the rules?
I think
so.
Okay, we're going to start with Denyse.
Okay.
So Denyse, here's your categories.
All right.
Children's books. Children's movies.
Ooh.
Adapted from books. Movies adapted from books. Mysteries, nonfiction. There's 3 categories of novels, so I'm just going to leave it at that. There's pre-1900, 1900 to 1950, and novels 1950 to the present. Poetry, science fiction and fantasy, Shakespeare's plays, and short stories.
Okay. I'm going to start with children's, what was it? Children's picture books or?
Children's books.
Children's books. Okay.
Okay, I'm randomly drawing a card.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Here's the quote. Here's the first line from the book.
Okay.
All right. Tom, no answer. Tom, no answer. What's gone with that boy, I wonder? You, Tom, no answer.
Is it Tom Sawyer?
Yes.
Yay!
Nice job. The Adventures of
Da-da-da-da.
Tom
I get a book.
Sawyer.
I get a book.
Da-na-na-na.
All right. Denyse gets her book. And now Harrison, pick a category.
Okay, movies for me.
Movies from books. All right. Pick a random one. The great fish moved silently through the night water, propelled by short sweeps of its crescent tail.
This is a movie
Based on a book.
based on a book.
I have a hint.
The Great Fish.
I want to guess if you don't get it.
You can ask. You can phone
It's
a
not
friend.
Big Fish, is it?
No, you can phone a friend if you want.
Okay, I'll phone a
I'll
friend.
be your friend.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to be a guess, but my hint would be da-dum, da-dum.
Oh, it's Jaws.
Yay! It's Jaws.
I don't remember. That's the first line
That's the first line of the book.
of the book.
Right, but it's a movie based on a book.
Oh, Harrison was looking for the first line of the movie.
I was looking for the first line of the movie.
Oh, okay.
Which I think is... All right, so even if it's a movie, it's the book. Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay. All right, I think I'll move to children's movies.
Okay. Children's movies. These are based on the book, so it's the first line of the book, but it's made into a movie.
Okay.
Okay. If you are interested in stories with happy endings, you would be better off reading some other book. In this book, not only is there no happy ending, there is no happy beginning and very few happy things in the middle.
Oh, is this
I think I know it.
oh goodness, I can see the book sitting out there on the shelf. There's a whole series of them. I need a one-word hint.
Jim Carrey? Is Jim Carrey involved in the movie? Okay. Then I think I know what it is.
That particular hint wasn't helpful to me.
It's the author has a very interesting last name, a very interesting name. Kind of, it sounds made up.
No, I don't know.
Okay, Harrison, you want to guess?
Is it A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony
That's what
Snicket?
I wanted to say.
Yes, that's what it is.
That was stuck back. My soda's not working for me. That was stuck in my brain. Okay, your turn, Harrison.
All right. I will do. I'll do Shakespeare's plays. I'm not big on Shakespeare, so I'll just set myself up to fail.
Shakespeare's plays. Oh, okay. I bet you can get this. It gives it away in the thing. Scene 1, Alexandria. A room in Cleopatra's palace. Enter Demetrius and Philo. Philo, nay, but this dotage of our generals o'erflows the measure, those his goodly eyes, that o'er the files and musters of the war have glowed like plated Mars, now bend, now turn.
Boy, that's a run-on sentence.
Well, it's Shakespeare. Supposed to be in iambic pentameter, but I can't do that.
I can't tell. Anthony and Cleopatra.
Yes, Anthony and Cleopatra. Woo woo!
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I think I'll try novels 1950 to present.
1950 to present. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's pull one out of the middle. Oh, I don't know if you're going to know this one. This is from 1925.
Oh. Hey, I thought it was 1950.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong one.
Okay.
Put it back in. Here we go.
Switcheroo.
It's gone a little far back.
And the first line is...
the first line is thou.
This is from 1962. Pale Fire, a poem in heroic couplets of 999 lines, divided into 4 cantos, was composed by John Francis Shade, born July 5th, 1898, died July 21st, 1959, during the last 20 days of his life in his residence at New Y, Appalachia, USA.
That's going to be a hard pass. I'm not going to get it, I don't think.
I gave it away in the thing.
You got it, Harrison?
I didn't. This is 1950 on?
This is
1950 to the present.
And what was the year?
1962.
1962. Can you run that through? The podcast listeners are going to love just hearing this over and over again.
Pale Fire.
Pale Fire.
That's right. You got it right. Yay!
That was Jaws.
Yeah, right. It was Jaws. I'm sure it was Jaws. Okay, 2 more. We'll do one more round with you guys.
All right. Let's do novels pre-1900.
Oh, man, you're brave.
You're
brave.
I'm feeling confident now because I actually got a Shakespeare one, and only certain Shakespeare ones will I get. So let's see.
Okay. Oh, you might get this one. Novels pre-1900. This was written in 1837. Okay.
Okay.
Among other public buildings in a certain town, which for many reasons it will be prudent to refrain from mentioning, and to which I will assign no fictitious name, there is one anciently common to most towns, great or small, to wit, a workhouse. And in this workhouse was born, on a day and a date which I need not trouble myself to repeat, inasmuch as it can be of no possible consequence to the reader. In this stage of the business, at all events, the item of mortality whose name is prefixed to the head of this chapter.
Is this Oliver Twist?
Yes!
Man,
Harrison.
that is that one
That
sentence?
is one sentence with a lot of semicolons.
Yeah.
We've got some serious run-on sentence
Charles
offenses
Dickens,
here.
apparently.
I'm a fan of the M dash. That's how I make my sentences go on forever. But I respect a semicolon.
Harrison gets
Yay.
his
Get
book.
another little book.
All right, Denise, one more for you, one more
Okay.
for Harrison.
These
and then
things
we're
taste
done.
horrible, by the way.
I'm going to move back to my comfort zone of children's books.
Okay. All right, children's books. Okay, this is 1947. I gotta look at this to read it. Okay. Young man, laughed the farmer, you're sort of a fool. You'll never catch fish in McGilligot's pool.
Oh, it's McGilligot's Pool, right?
Yeah.
Yay!
And who wrote it?
Dr. Seuss?
Yeah. Had to get that in there, though. Okay, Harrison.
I get my book.
Oh, you get your book.
I'm very motivated by earning things.
All right.
Okay,
Okay, your
Harrison.
last one, Harrison.
Let's do movies again now that I know what that entails.
Okay.
Okay, movies. Oh, this is a movie from the book is from 1949.
Okay.
He rode into our valley in the summer of 89.
The movie is from 19.
No, I don't believe the movie's from 1949. The book is written in 1949.
Book is written in 1949. Does it tell you when the movie came out?
But it was probably in the 60s, I'm guessing. 60s, 70s.
No run-on sentence here.
No.
No. Oh, this is crazy because I feel like I know he rode into our valley. And okay, hang on a sec. Time for some dead air. I'll have to edit this out.
I won't do the Jeopardy theme. That just annoys me. I'm trying to think.
Is it
In the recesses
Night of the Hunter?
No.
Is it? Can I guess?
Is it what?
Is it a one word?
It is a one
Is it
word.
Shane?
It is Shane.
Shane.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Denise.
wow.
Wow.
Well done.
All right. Well, how many books do you have, Denise?
I have two.
How many do you have?
I have two.
Oh,
It's a
it's a
tie.
tie.
It's
We
a
declared a tie. All right. So that's just one of the fun games we have. If you want to borrow and have a book night party at your house or whatever.
That's fun.
This
You will
is
have
a
fun with that.
one. This is I like it because it's a different kind of trivia game.
Yeah.
It's not as weird, and it's all kind of literary. So I could do great at Trivial Pursuit, except in like the sports category. It's like ridiculous. Anyway, so that's our game for today.
All right. Thank you, Cindy. That was fun.
That was fun, Cindy.
Yeah. Good times were had.
Yeah, we've got more games to catalog. We've got more to bring out to
Yeah.
you. We've got a lot of stuff planned for this summer, games related.
Yeah.
And
It's exciting times, man.
It is. Great time to come to the library.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And we'll see you all next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye. The Free Bin is a production of the Toledo Public Library, which is part of the Lincoln County Library District in beautiful Lincoln County, Oregon. Writing by Harrison Baker, Cindy Balek, and Denise Marsh. Original music and editing by Harrison Baker. That's me. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect those of any organizations they represent. Good night.